good matchup in store, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Minnesota Vikings. On the visitor's sideline, their head coach. His guys are putting together a season to remember. No blemishes on their record to this point. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. "22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance." And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Oh, look at the juke. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3 to 1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he's probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
First down. First and 10.
Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Short throw caught by the tight end Oliver. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
The Packers' 48-yard line.
Slot man moves right. Throwing is McCarthy. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Looking to throw McCarthy. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. That'll give him 8 that time. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Let's go now.
They'll run it with Jones. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up.
Ready?
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Love. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
15 yards. That's good for a Packers first down.
Jacobs going to try the middle. Oh, that one well designed as they take this down to the 30-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Down to about the 22 here. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. Very productive. 3 touchdowns, 2 of them on the ground, 1 through the air.
And it will always be a compliment to say that a guy's got a nose for the end zone, and he sure had it last week.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 3. They'll run here with a rookie from Washington. And it's a fumble. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Cut.
Now a handoff up the middle. Queen. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal with some good running there. Gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knocking on the door.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Set. Yellow. Line. Cut.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great effort there. His 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score. Packers.
A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do it may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
And we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go around. Now 2nd and 9. McCarthy operating from the gun. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. 3rd and 7 now. This defense for the Packers, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. You look at this Packers defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but they have any hopes of making waves in January. They've got to improve in this area.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 1. Up the middle they go. It's Burke. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Viking 18.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a first and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
He filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Now McCarthy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 22-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. Touchdown! T.J. Hockenson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from drawing level.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Well, these two teams, they met in Lambeau earlier in the season with the Packers winning that ball game. So if they can win here in Minnesota, they get a sweep of the season series. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Short throw, he's got Kraft. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. And it's caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. Tucker Kraft from 8 yards out. And the Packers have taken the lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like that memory was a little too long there.
McManus's point after is good. And that makes the score 14-7. So that drive, 4 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds. And now out comes Minnesota. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front, or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. On play action, now McCarthy. This is caught by Addison. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
It's a gain of 21 yards.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
First down. First down and goal to go.
Here's McCarthy. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Let's go now.
There go play action. Here's McCarthy. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
For the field goal. A 22-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one. And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Love looking to throw it. It'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. First connection there of the afternoon for those 2, and it's good for a 1st down.
That's good for a Packers. First down.
Here we go, set.
1st and 10 at the
60 red.
50-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Watch it. Six. Wow. Ready?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
Come on, set.
At the Vikings' 43-yard line.
Six. Mega. Blue striker. Cut.
Throwing. Love. Short throw. He's got Kraft. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 25-yard line. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Green Bay.
Now Love. He finds his man. Complete. It's Reed. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up. Going back to Love. He finds his man. Complete. It's Jacobs. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Red. Strike 50. Green.
Love from the gun. This is caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Tucker Kraft as the first half is winding down. And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
2nd and 6.
Open man, that's Felton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
Set to kick off.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Smith, ready?
They'll keep it on the ground. Queen. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down.
3rd and 2.
Let's go.
Now a give, right side. Queen. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 25-yard line.
And inside give to Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. That is caught. And he will have a Vikings first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
And the Vikings first down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And some good and some bad. Heck of a job to get away from that first tackler, but still, they're able to drop him behind the line.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. To the air with McCarthy. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. McCarthy. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Lucas Van Ness drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Fielded at about the 28. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
That's caught. Downfield, it's Golden. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup of 38.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Now a handoff up the middle. Queen. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for first. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Ready.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. The kick by McManus is good. And the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
Looking to put a drive together. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. That one caught by Rice. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
First down.
Back to throw. McCarthy. Short throw caught by the tight end Oliver. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one will go for 9 yards and a 1st down on the keeper. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. Micah Parsons. And there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
A loss of 7. Brings us 2nd and 17 at the Packers' 34-yard line.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Ready?
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. To throw now. Here's Love. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line.
The Vikings take
looking to put a drive together
at their own 21-yard line.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18.
Taken down back at the 18-yard line.
Throwing is McCarthy. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and
now
6.
McCarthy. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Micah Parsons picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Going for it. Here's McCarthy. To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. That stop made by Jack Campbell. 2nd down and 8.
Let's go. Ready.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Packers.
Now a give to Jacobs running right. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Looking to put a drive together. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. McCarthy operating from the gun. Over the middle, complete to Addison. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And this offense on 3rd down today, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. McCarthy working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Vikings 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On play action. Now McCarthy. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Here's McCarthy. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
A 4-yard gain brings up 4th.
They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Going to get a break here for an injury. Aaron Jones is in some discomfort down on the field.
Let's go now.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Back to throw. McCarthy. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot.
Touchdown, Vikings! T.J. Hawkinson, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep. Those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
I like the call there, because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
On 3rd down, Queen. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. He's got his target. That's complete. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And they will take a knee here.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So a win here for the Packers, and it was all thanks to the play of their veteran quarterback.
Yeah, what struck me was how composed he was in the pocket. The numbers weren't spectacular. He had 2 touchdown passes, that's it.